brother. Just on the ground, you got clowns out here asking me what my intentions are today. Bro, I'm trying to train. I'm locked in. For this camp, we've been keeping it pretty with the same kind of pattern. You know, we wake up around 8:30, and then head to the, strength and conditioning gym.
Keep that pace. Keep that pace. 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds. Attaboy. Perfect.
Different started training.
No, I'm still going to go in there and try to smash his head in. Yeah. That's it, really.
Brilliant chance, really.
I love sparring, I love training. So when you love what you do, it's just easier. Favourite bit about camp, pushing your body to the limits, breaking records, breaking PBs, the nitty gritty, getting up the, how hard it is.
Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn are training intensely in their camps, and the tension feels personal before a single punch is thrown.
And wakes up and he runs like Forrest Gump. And he doesn't have to, but he does.
Wake up, run at 5 in the morning when you're tired, go back, have a nap. It makes them sparring harder.
It smells of hard work. And a lot of to be done.
Yeah, I like that. It allows me to push my body harder.
And this is where the preparation starts to tell its own story. Ryan Garcia has clearly been putting serious focus into his defensive work, especially slipping punches, reacting faster, and making sure he does not become an easy target for Conor Benn's pressure. Against a fighter like Benn, defense is not just about avoiding shots, it is about making him miss, making him reach, and making him pay for every mistake.
Weights, we do, conditioning drills, sprints, all that stuff. Then we take a minor, 10-minute break, and then we head to, boxing.
From there, Ryan's training clips show a fighter who is trying to sharpen every dangerous part of his game. He has been looking fast, focused, and sharp in sparring, with the movement and timing looking more serious as the fight talks continue. But of course, the punch everyone is watching is still that left hook. That is the shot that changed fights for Ryan before. And against Conor Benn, it could be the punch that completely changes the momentum.
Lock the top three. Lock the top three. Lock the top 3-2. Yeah.
Ryan Garcia has also been seen putting in serious work on the heavy bag, and the footage gives a clear look at the kind of rhythm he is trying to build. Every punch looks like it is about speed, accuracy, and control, not just power. Against Benn, that matters because Benn is not the type of fighter who gives you much breathing room. Ryan has to stay balanced, keep his combinations sharp, and make sure his shots are ready when Benn tries to close the distance. The bag work shows that Ryan is not just training casually for attention. He looks locked in. And the message is simple: if this fight happens, he is taking the threat seriously. But Ryan's preparation is not only about throwing punches and looking sharp in the gym. As the Conor Benn fight talks continue, Ryan has also been focused on keeping his body right, eating clean, and staying disciplined outside the ring. That part matters because a fight like this is not only won through speed and power, it is won through preparation, recovery, and making sure the body is ready to perform under pressure. For a matchup like this, maintaining weight could be extremely important. Ryan needs to come in strong, but he cannot afford to lose the speed and sharp reactions that make him dangerous. That means the diet has to be clean, the hydration has to be right, and there cannot be careless mistakes during camp. Ben is a pressure fighter, so Ryan cannot come in flat, drained, or slow. He needs his legs fresh, his timing sharp, and his body ready to react fast from the opening bell. The gym clips show the work, but the discipline with food and weight could be just as important when fight night arrives.
And I don't know how long. I forgot how easy it was without a sauna suit. Javante, I'm coming for you.
He's coming back. We're all prepped up. Remember, in cooking, it's all about the prep. You want to time everything right. We're going to start searing the fish, saute our veggies, plate everything up, and make a beautiful dish for you guys. All right, Rhino. Plate's ready for the cake.
Thank you.
Very well. Discipline is everything. Ryan's super disciplined. One day he says, hey, you gotta cut down on this, cut down on that. It goes down to him and how he's gonna cut his weight and how he's feeling.
Food is damn good. Carlos makes some.
At the same time, Ryan has also been seen playing golf during camp, which shows that his preparation is not only about hard sparring and intense gym sessions. For Ryan, golf can help with focus, patience, balance, and staying mentally relaxed during a stressful training period. A fight with Conor Benn would bring a lot of pressure, especially with the trash talk, the attention, and the expectations around it. So, staying calm outside the ring could be just as important as staying sharp inside the ring. Ben brings aggression, but Ryan seems to be building his camp around control, mentally and physically.
For dinner tonight, we got some real nice beef tenderloin, aka fillets. Right, got a little mashed potatoes. We got our mushroom mix right here. We're gonna saute them with a little butter. We got our broccoli all blanched off. Ready to fry everything. You have all the elements that he needs to be a top athlete.
I just monitor my eating, keep assessing myself every time I take a bite, see if it worked, if it was enough, if it wasn't enough, and then make adjustments.
Ryan has also spoken about how much he learned from being around Canelo Alvarez, especially when it comes to ring IQ, control, and staying calm under pressure. These are not always lessons that come from someone sitting you down and explaining everything. Sometimes you learn just by being around greatness, watching habits, seeing how a champion carries himself, and understanding how he controls the rhythm of a fight. Ryan believes he has picked up a lot from that experience. And against Ben, that kind of composure could matter a lot. If Ben comes forward with pressure, Ryan cannot get emotional. He has to stay calm, control the pace, and make sure he is one step ahead in the exchanges.
All right, the cameras. Oh my gosh, I topped it, dude.
Nice work, Coach Kubota. Oh, right into the gunk. Looks like you're playing Ryan's ball.
That first hole, it's fine.
Kubota usually costs Ryan money, but you know, today's gonna be it.
Yeah, today's been going good.
Any similarities between boxing and golfing?
No, not at all.
Different. Different skills, huh?
That's a good little 40-yard shot.
Yes.
That's a shot. Get out. My teammate needs me, I come through.
And then on the other side, we see Conor Benn training with the same intensity people expect from him. While Ryan's camp shows balance, clean eating, technical work, and even golf to keep the mind relaxed, Ben looks like he is locked into pure fight mode. His training is built around pressure, power, and aggression, which is exactly the kind of style he would try to bring against Ryan Garcia. Every shot looks like it is being thrown with bad intentions. That is what makes this matchup interesting. Ryan is preparing to stay sharp and catch openings, but Ben is preparing to make the fight rough, fast, and uncomfortable.
I have to have a good feel for the game, and I think I do, especially now. So I'll be probably taking in just those memories of watching somebody that's a superstar and knowing how to handle it, and just knowing how he's so in control in the ring at all times. And that's kind of what I pride myself is like, I'm in control of this. You know, don't let him make sure you neutralize everything they're trying to do.
And Ben is not only hitting pads and looking strong for the cameras, he is also getting rounds in through sparring, working on his timing, pressure, and inside fighting. That is important because against Ryan Garcia, Ben cannot afford to stand on the outside and let Ryan pick shots. He has to close the distance, stay aggressive, and make Ryan work every second. His sparring seems built around that exact idea. Ben wants to make the fight uncomfortable, force exchanges, and stop Ryan from settling into his rhythm. While Ryan is preparing with speed, counters, and control, Ben is preparing to turn this into a physical battle from the first round.
Your body to the limits, breaking records, breaking PBs, the nitty gritty, getting up there, how hard it is. I just love all that, chasing them 1%.
Obviously these two fights here with Eubank are fantasy fights for the British public, fights that haven't been done before in history, but ultimately my goals and aspirations and desires to win the world title are 147.
Ryan Garcia, however, is clearly deep into a high-intensity training camp of his own. His sessions are pushing him toward fight-ready condition with a mix of strength work, conditioning drills, technical boxing, and sharp punching routines. The focus is not only on power, it is about speed, timing, reactions, and being able to stay sharp even when fatigue starts to build. In the gym, Ryan is drilling combinations again and again, making sure the punches stay crisp and accurate. He is also getting heavy sparring work to test himself under real pressure. With Conor Benn ahead, this camp looks like it is all about discipline, consistency, and making sure Ryan enters the ring fully prepared. Ryan is also putting serious time into pad work and hand speed drills. And this is where you can really see the focus on timing and accuracy. On the pads, he is working closely with his coaches to sharpen his rhythm, improve his reactions, and make his punches more explosive without losing control. His hand speed work is built around fast reflexes, fluid combinations, and staying efficient in close exchanges. Against Conor Benn, that could be a major weapon. Ben may try to bring pressure, but if Ryan's hands are faster and his timing is sharper, those openings could become very dangerous.
It's just, you know, fully focus and be able to get up at 5 in the morning, do the runs without getting him.
The whole point for me now is to make every session as hard as I possibly can. Sounds good. Yeah, got it done now though. I got sparring later to be fair. Oh yeah.
Then the rumors around the fight became even louder when Showbiz the Adult tweeted, "Yep, and Conor Benn versus Ryan Garcia in September. I literally said it in my video." This tweet added even more fuel to the conversation around Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn. If the fight really happens in September, It would bring together two major sides of boxing, with Benn linked to Zuffa and Ryan still representing Golden Boy. The matchup already has heat because both fighters believe they can hurt the other. Both bring very different styles, and fans are starting to treat it like a real possibility. Ryan brings speed, timing, and that dangerous left hook. Benn brings pressure, aggression, and the kind of physical style that can make any fight chaotic. That mix is exactly why people are paying attention. Eddie Hearn also gave his view on Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn, saying, "I don't think it's a big fight in America, but it's a big fight in the UK. Ryan is a big star in America. Conor is not." Hearn's comments show how differently this fight is being viewed depending on the market. In America, Ryan Garcia is clearly the bigger name. He has the followers, the attention, the highlight moments, and the star power. But in the UK, Conor Benn carries a much stronger identity. Fans know his story, his fighting style, and of course the Benn family name. That is why Hearn believes this fight may not feel massive in America, but it could still be a huge event in Britain. And with Ryan's speed and left hook going up against Benn's pressure and aggression, the fight still has enough drama to sell on both sides. Trainer Tony Sims also made a strong statement, saying that if Conor Benn beats Ryan Garcia, it would go down as one of the biggest wins in British boxing history. That statement shows just how big this opportunity could be for Benn. Ryan Garcia is a major name, especially in America, and beating him would instantly change the way people look at Conor Benn internationally. Benn has already built his reputation on pressure, power, and intensity. But a win over Ryan would be different. It would prove that he can deal with a global star who has speed, danger, and knockout power. For Tony Sims, this is not just another fight. This is the kind of fight that could define Benn's career and push him to a completely different level. Derek Chisora and Simon Jordan also discussed the possible clash between Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia, and they focused on the expectations around it. Simon Jordan pointed out that Benn has made money and built his name, but also suggested that he has been carefully matched throughout his career. In his view, Ryan Garcia would represent a major step up in competition. Mickey Bay also gave his thoughts on the fight, and he described Ryan Garcia as a bit of a wild card, especially when Ryan is at his best. Bay believes that if Ryan shows up in the right form, he could definitely beat Conor Benn. At the same time, he gave Benn credit for being tough, determined, and always ready to fight. Benn brings heart, pressure, and intensity, and that makes him dangerous against anyone. But Bay also made it clear that Benn could run into trouble against someone like Garcia. The reason is simple. Ryan has the speed, timing, and power to catch fighters when they are coming forward. And Benn's aggressive style could put him directly in the danger zone. When asked directly, Bay even admitted he could see a possible knockout win for Garcia, although he still called it a competitive and interesting fight. He also added that this would be a major event with serious attention, especially with rumors of a global streaming platform like Netflix possibly being involved.
Ryan Garcia seems like it's going to be announced. What do you make of that fight? And is there any sort of thing going on in the background with yourselves and Conor Benn?
Yeah, there's still a lot of legal questions that need answering, and we'll deal with that appropriately. But you know, in terms of that fight, I think it's a good fight. You know, I don't think it's a big fight in America. I think it's a big fight in the UK. Obviously, Ryan's a big star in America. Conor's not. Ryan's a bigger star in the UK than Conor is in America, and Conor's a big star in the UK. So, yeah, I don't think it's a fight that's going to do massive numbers, but I like the fight. I think it's exciting. I think at 147, Ryan's a big fight. I don't think Conor should be fighting at 147. I think you know, I like him up at 160 or up towards that weight class, but I don't see a way he beats Ryan Garcia.
Regis Prograis also shared his opinion, and he did not sound too impressed by Conor Benn. He questioned Benn's overall level and suggested that Benn has not shown enough yet to prove he belongs with elite fighters. In Prograis' view, Benn's name and reputation may be bigger than what he has actually proven in the ring. That is a harsh take, but it adds another layer to the debate because if Benn fights Ryan Garcia, it would be his chance to silence those doubts completely. But if he loses badly, critics will say they were right all along.
Conor has been wonderfully matched, marvellously matched, made enormous amounts of money, which no one begrudges people making money, but it's been wonderfully matched to achieve that. Ryan Garcia, whatever we may or may not think about his performance against Tank Davis, is at a level that could possibly expose Conor Benn to what people think is that he's not at this level. What's your view on that? Do you think he gets exposed in this fight, Conor?
Listen, Conor's my pal, so I'm not going to sit here and try to mess up his name and that. This is a good fight for him. He's always wanted a big fight. Now he's getting it on Mexico Independence.
Oscar de la Hoya also pointed out that Ryan Garcia is now in a position where he is fighting for bigger opportunities and important belts, which shows how far he has come in his career. From Oscar's perspective, Ryan is operating at a level where every fight carries major stakes, and that kind of experience naturally builds confidence. Because of that, Oscar believes Conor Benn would struggle badly if he stepped in with Ryan right now. He feels Benn may not have the experience or tools to handle someone who is already involved in higher-level title conversations. In simple terms, Oscar is saying Ryan is dealing with bigger challenges in boxing, and that makes him a very difficult opponent for Benn.
Conor Benn, who to me is like...
Is that even possible?
Well, absolutely it's possible, but you think about this, like, he's fighting for the Zuffa belt. So, and Ryan Garcia is fighting for all the belts. He's fighting for the WBC, WBA, IBF. Like Conor Benn's with the Zuffa belt, you know, the unicorn pink Zuffa belt. So who knows if we can make